NFL Week 1 is here, and a new season means new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Fans have spoken. We want to bet touchdowns. DraftKings heard us and is delivering. DraftKings Sportsbook is the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready to do a touchdown dance of your own? New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $250 in bonus bets instantly, plus 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. DraftKings Sportsbook app, use code Shannon. That's code Shannon for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. Offer ends 9/19, only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. As a former NFL player, I know a thing or two about high performance, and that's why I drive the BMW 7 Series. This car has everything I need. It's big enough, comfortable enough, and luxurious enough to meet even my high expectations. When I'm behind the wheel of the BMW, I'm not just driving a car, I'm driving legacy. What I love most is the precision engineering, cutting-edge technology, and unmatched style. Whether it's spacious interior, the powerful engine, or the smooth ride, BMW makes sure every detail is on point. I trust BMW to deliver the ultimate driving experience, and I know you will too. So why wait? Head over to BMWUSA.com. Check out models like the sporty X3, the all-electric i4. Build your dream car today and join me in experiencing luxury and performance that only the ultimate driving machine can offer. Thank you for joining us again, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, the route runner extraordinaire, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the legendary, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro from Liberty City. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please do us a favor and make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit the like button. And please sign up for the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. And remember, every subscriber counts. Thank you. I'm doing it again. Every subscriber counts, and thank you for helping us get to the top of the charts because we cannot do anything without you. Please make sure you go check out Shea by Laportier. If Laportier is not in a state or a city near you, we can ship it right to your door. So thank you guys for your support. Please go follow my media company page on all platforms. That's Shay Media, and my clothing company. And that's 84 with 84 being spelled out. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Tour t-shirts, hats just dropped this week. There are 2 versions of the tee on the site. The tour version tee with the dates on the back, the states, the cities that we went to, Atlanta, Houston, and Dallas. That's $42. The print only on the front is $38. We greatly appreciate your support. And if you use the VIP code for an additional 10% off. And now let's check out our first merch commercial.
I need my restitution.
Okay, that doesn't do that ultimate guy who reverberating. Colorado lost to Nebraska 28-10. Huskers dominated from start to finish, jumped out to a 28-0 lead. Last week, Coach Prime told the home crowd team was one step closer to reaching a bowl game. And he said in January his team was definitely going to be a contender in the college football playoff. Saturday night, the second game, it did not look good. Neither offense or defensive line played well. The running game still is non-existent, 22 carries, 16 yards. The Buffs in the second half, they did get on the scoreboard. They scored 10 points. They lose 28-10. Ocho, I don't know how much of this game you saw. I saw it.
I would listen. Honestly, Unc, I felt watching the offseason, watching the recruiting process, seeing some of the players that left and some of the players that were coming, my thoughts had completely changed on me thinking the Colorado Buffs were going to look a little different. Now, the important part for them in being able to compete with the schools that are better would be the interior, the offensive line and the defensive line. And after watching today's game and from the beginning, from the start of the game, when the Colorado Buffaloes were on offense, and number 0, whoever number 0 was, remember the movie The Program? Remember the movie The Program and Lattimore? And to watch him dominate the offensive line like that, it kind of reminded me of, okay, now we're right back at square one like we were last year. That's what it reminded me of. So the things that I thought were fixed and the issues in order for Colorado to be able to compete at the highest level and contend, I think we're right back at square one based off what I saw tonight, offensively and defensively. There's no reason Nebraska, well, there is a reason Nebraska was able to run down the throat of the Colorado defense, right down their throat. Why? Because the interior, the defensive line, is stout enough to be able to compete with the better teams. So there's still issues that need to be fixed, and it's right there, the meat potatoes, the inside, the interior.
I agree. I had concerns last week, and I told you I had concerns that I saw some of the same things that I saw last year that caused me to be concerned. And everybody, it's one game. You see how you speak bad about the black coaches? No, you see how I speak true. Now I see why politicians get elected, because people like being lied to. When I tell you the truth that Colorado can't run the football, just like they couldn't run it last year. They couldn't stop the run, just like they couldn't stop it last year. They couldn't protect Shedeur, just like they couldn't last year. He's holding on to the ball too long, just like he did last year. How did you not look at that first game and see a lot of what happened last year? How could you see it had not reared its head? And I'm not saying that North Dakota State, that's a football team, and we're going to talk about Notre Dame, how they lost to Northern Illinois, and we see Alabama was in a nip-tuck ball game late in the fourth quarter and then blow it open. So I'm not saying that. But when you look at an FCS team and they're having success running the football, they're having success putting pressure on your quarterback, what happens when you step up in level of competition? When you go and you face teams in the Big 12, what do you think they're going to do? Because they got legit D and O-line. And that's a concern. That's a concern of mine coming into the season. And I'm still concerned.
I have a question. Now, from an offensive standpoint, I think I'm not a coach by no means, but I'm just saying, based off what I've seen, and you said Shedeur holding the ball a little too long. If you have an offensive line, if you have a defensive line that is continuously sacking your quarterback and applying pressure the way they are, I'm just saying, from what I saw, I think they should have went to the quick game a little bit more. Stop spreading it out so wide, condense the formations, putting players in motion, having crossing routes so Shedeur can get the ball out of his hands and find somewhat of rhythm in that way to get the passing game going, instead of having him in shotgun or having him drop back or anything over 5 or 7 step drop. Just hurry up and get the ball out fast and probably get a drive and try to get a drive going just to get the quarterback in rhythm with the receivers. But I mean, listen, I didn't know. I know Nebraska is good. I think they looked a little better. They looked a little better because Colorado wasn't able to make the adjustments necessary to compete with them. Even if they players a little better interior, in the interior. I could be wrong.
But look, Nebraska is better. Last year was Matt Rule's first year. So normally the second year, you get the players that you really want, because a lot of times you gotta keep some holdovers. Even though it's a transfer portal, guys are gonna leave and some guys are gonna come. But you need to get your guys in there, the kind of guys that you want. The offense, the defense, the type of player that you want. So it normally takes you a year or two to get your type players in there. But the Colorado went for it on fourth down and they lost yard. They lost yard on third down. It was 3rd and 1. Now it's 3rd and 2, and they lose again. Now it's 4th.
Right.
And now they get stopped. They can't. 22 carries, 16 yards. And my thing is, look, the offensive line isn't very good, and they told us the offensive line was going to be better. They told us the defensive line is going to be better. They still can't consistently rush the quarterback, Ocho, without sacrificing their back end and bringing extra people. They can't stop the run consistently. They get gashed. Hence, they had 35 carries, $149, and 2 touchdowns. The other team, Colorado, had 22 carries, 16 yards. When you can't run the football, you can't stop the run. You can't pressure the quarterback. You can't protect your quarterback.
Yeah,
Tell me how you
can't.
win.
You can't. You can't. Out of everything you just named, you have to be good at least 3 of them. At least 3 of them. You got to be good.
So what is Colorado good at right now, Ocho? Let's be honest. We can have an honest conversation because nobody wants time to do well better than I do.
Yeah.
Because I know him on a personal level, and I know how much he's invested of his time. I know how much this means to him. So nobody wants him to do better than I do. But when you look at this, when you look at Colorado, and I need you to be objective, because I know a lot of us in the chat, we want time to do well. We want Coach Prime to do well. Y'all call him Coach Prime. I call him Time. But we want him to do well. Tell me one thing they're good at.
Right now, as of week 2, based on what we saw, I mean, not much, honestly. I mean, they have the tools, they have the tools, they have the talent at the skill position, but where it matters most, and you know that. You know what it matters most in college. The interior. Your offensive line, your defensive line. If you can't stop the run, it starts up front. If you can't protect your quarterback, it starts up front. The skill position is where the money is. And now we have that.
Right.
We have that. And I'm talking about we. They're being exposed. They're being exposed because they lack depth and they lack. I keep using the same context and using meat and potatoes because that's the only thing I could think of. That's what it takes. You take some hogs. You need some hogs up front on both sides of the ball. And that's where that's where they're lacking.
You do. You got to be able to look. You got to be able to protect your quarterback, and you got to be able to pressure the quarterback. And sometimes it's okay to throw the ball away. It's okay to throw the ball away and make it 2nd and 10. It's okay to throw the ball away and make it 3rd and 7. I know it's going to look bad on your stats, but look, at this point in time, there's nothing. Completion percentage is not, they're not going to elevate Shedeur Sanders up or down because they're evaluating him, said that's a smart play.
Right.
He didn't take a sack. He didn't take an unnecessary hit by throwing the ball away late.
Yeah.
Just throw the ball away. Throw it away. It's okay. If I'm looking at Shedeur, I'm looking at how well he processes information. I'm looking at how well he goes from 1 to 2 to 3, if possible. Check down, throw the ball away. That's what I'm looking at. Oh, he got a 75% completion percentage versus a 65. Okay, where's the 10% drop off? Oh, that was a good throwaway right there, Ocho. Avoided the sack, avoided the loss, kept him in field goal range. I'm processing the entirety of the game. I'm not looking at no completion percentage because I'm not going to elevate him or downgrade him based on that. I will elevate or downgrade him based on the decisions that he make and what I can say he should have known better than to take that sack. He should have thrown that ball away. He knew better than Ocho.
Yeah.
It's a zone coverage.
Yeah.
With that pick 6, first of all, the corner doesn't sink because there's nobody going deep. He saw the guy just run the stop route. He see the inside guy run a stop route.
Yes,
so why would he backpedal? Now you're in the middle of the field and you gonna throw outside.
You can't listen for one. Unless the corner is way off at 7 yards and you staring him down at the snap of the ball, and he's backpedaling. That's the only time you throw to the wide side of the field. You don't throw. That's cardinal rule number 1 as a quarterback. You don't throw to the wide side of the field. You should know that.
Ocho. But here's the thing: why would the corner backpedal? When the guy that he's over
it's no
runs
threat.
A stop route, and the guy on the inside
it's
he
no
runs
threat.
a hook route. So why am I backpedaling? Ain't nobody there to threaten me. I'm just gonna sit. Now, and I'm saying to myself, if he throw this ball,
I'm going to get that.
I got a reservation for 6.
I'm going to get that. And matter of fact, you got to think about it too. You got to think about down and distance. What's the chances of actually calling a go route off the goal line? You go straight to quick game anyway. So as a DB, your defensive coordinator probably ordering your ear telling you, listen, something coming out quick, slant. Yeah, it got to. It got to.
And first of all, I know you're not going to run anything deep because your O-line can't hold up. And you guys don't like the max protect. I'm looking at the formation. You can't max protect from that formation. So now I already know.
Damn, man.
It's something quick.
And listen, I mean, see, for us or for you, I mean, me watching the game on the plane, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? They can't block for Shador. So let's get him out the shotgun. But if we are going to keep him in the shotgun, condense the formations so it doesn't take the route so long to process. Because the dude, they getting there so fast. So I'm thinking just go to the quick game and get a drive going and get them D linemen a little bit tired because they just, as soon as he drop back, as soon as he get the ball, Ocho, they on his head.
Ocho, you know why they like that? Because I know you can't run the football. You ran the ball 22 times for 16 yards. That's negative yards. So where are you going? I'm going to attack the quarterback. I'll play the run on the way to the quarterback. I also know your line is leaky and your quarterback likes to hold on to the ball. You can't run it. You can't pass protect, and your quarterback likes to hold on to the ball. I'm coming to get him every time.
Ears pinned all the way back. Run. Ears pinned all the way back.
I'm not even. The D-line coaches say, don't even look here. Right. If they run it, that's on me. Go hunt the quarterback. Now, flip it around. The Buffs on defense.
They can't get no pressure, Unc. They can't get no pressure.
None.
I mean, you got to have one dog. I mean, either a D tackle that can cause some type of confusion and some type of disruption of the offense and the timing of it, or have somebody on the edge that you have to account for. I mean, Nebraska didn't have to account for anybody on defense. You didn't have to account for anybody.
You got to have a D tackle that can collapse the pocket inside, Ocho, or you need to have an edge presence that can force him up so your defense, your D tackles can get him. They don't have anybody. They can't collapse the pocket from the inside. They don't have an edge. They don't have twitch on the edge. So now you see the quarterback just
all day.
They just don't have Ocho. They just don't have the pieces. Let's be honest. They got a quarterback. Yeah. They got a wide receiver. Horn is a nice two receiver.
Yeah.
He's really good. Yes, he's good. He's a good player. He ain't Trav, and they got Shador. But they don't have enough pieces to contend at that level. So they just don't. And I don't know. Look, he done tried it. You know, he gets the transfer portal. They brought in 45 guys. A lot of guys left. But you got to get, look, if you want to hunt, you got to get the right kind of dog. It's as simple as that. And I don't know how many, look, I grew up in the country, so I know about hunting. You have a bloodhound, you have a blue tick, you have a black and tan, you have a red bone. Hey, you have a tree and walker. You have different types of dogs to do different types of things. We have bulldogs, we have shepherds to catch hogs. But we have a specific type of dog when we want to track deer or we want to hunt raccoon. And then you have a different type of dog when you start doing pheasant. You have pointers that'll go into the bush and they'll stand at attention to let you know he in that bush.
Yeah.
They won't move because they don't want him to shoot until you're ready. But he'll let you know. Right now, see, you don't have dogs to hunt. So it's really that
how long
simple.
Does how do you say it? You said it took Matt Rule 1 or 2 years to get it together. How long will it take Prime to be able to get the type of dogs that's necessary to be able to compete with the Nebraskas? Be able to compete with North Dakota State. I mean, they won, but they didn't win convincingly.
Look, you have to understand, and people look at Coach Saban, how soon he turned that around. But Alabama was a team that players wanted to go to anyway. So it was really they won a couple of games, and now all of a sudden they gonna start coming back. Ocho, it's kind of like Miami. Miami went through that lull. Hell, all the players from Florida they started going to Alabama. Right. They going to Ohio State. They going to Michigan. They going to Georgia. Okay, Miami start winning. They start getting some of those guys back. Well, Colorado, it's been a while since they had a program. It's not like Coach McCartney's. CU Buffs when they used to be when they had Cordell, and they had Westbrook, and they had Alpha Williams and Bieniemy and J.J. Flanagan, and they had Christian Fourier, they had Canavis McGee, they had Deion Figures. They used to have a squad, and they kept getting them. They was going down to Houston. They was going to Colorado. They was going to California and getting those guys. Well, it's hard. It's going to take him longer to probably get the type of player. So where it took Matt Rule maybe 2 years, possibly 3, it might take Prime 3 to 4 years to get the type of dog that he wants to go hunting with.
Damn.
But you look at Alabama. When Alabama went that, you look at what they put out. Look at all the offensive linemen that go first round. Look at all their defensive linemen. Look at the Quincy Williams and the Barmores. You look at all those guys. You look at those linebackers.
Could you imagine though? Imagine if Prime had those type of individuals at his helm right now, early, where you didn't have to wait, 3 or 4 years to get those type of players in your program.
Look, I understand what time wants to get proven players, guys that's in the portal. Guys that's in the portal, they've already in college. So they already are familiar with a college schedule. They know what study hall, they know training, they know practice, they know to go to class. But I don't know if I'm going to weigh so heavily. I still think you have to go get some high school players. Excuse me, Ocho. You got to get some.
But they're not going to. But high school players aren't going to be able to contribute right now, right away.
Yeah. Hey, you see that 17-year-old Alabama?
Boy. Hey, boy.
Yeah. He's 7. Ocho. He's supposed to be a senior in high school. He's a two-time Mr. He's a two-time Mr. Alabama in football. He said, "Hell,
but you got to understand, man. You got to understand that's a special talent. Some players are. Some players, how do you say it? Not ahead of the curve. I don't know. Oh, he's ahead of the curve from an athletic standpoint. Yeah, well, he's able to go to Alabama and fit right in like he's been playing in college the past 2-3 years.
That guy from what's the receiver number 4 from
crib,
Ohio State?
He from the crib.
He's another one.
He from the crib from Chaminade. Oh, he the real deal. Jeremiah Smith. He's ahead of the curve.
Yep.
You saw him hit his head off the goalpost today on a little stick route.
Oh yeah. He caught that little slant, that little Seattle route.
Out of there.
Split the seam.
Gone. He's ahead of the curve.
Gone. Yeah, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. And the thing is that are the Buffs gonna be patient?
Ooh, I don't like the way you say that. Now, when you say the Buffs, you mean upstairs? Are they gonna be patient?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you don't think it would come down to that, though, huh? I mean, I think.
Joe, this is what in life isn't a bottom line business. In sports, look. Yes, I got a menu, Ocho. This is my menu.
Yeah.
At Club Shay Shay, the only thing I serve dubs and L's. I only serve wins and losses because that's all it's about in pro sports. All that other stuff it's dressing. Win? Did you win? Did you lose? That's all they want to know.
I mean,
they fired Larry Coker from Miami after going 8-4. The guy won a national championship, lost it, should have won back-to-back national championship because that wasn't pass interference. But anyway, they threw the flag.
Ohio State game.
And they fired him, Ocho. I just think the thing is, sometimes some time is a product of his own success. They see how quickly he turned around Jackson State, and it's like, okay, we can do that. And early on, he had great success. But I personally think it's probably a 3. That's Colorado, as bad as it's been, it's probably a 3 to 4 year deal.
Do you think administration understand that? You think the people in positions of power above Prime's head understand that? That it's a 3 or 4 year deal to be able to get the type of players you want to get in there, to be able to look at the menu and see that the wins are starting to come on that side of the column.
Well, here's the thing. When I look at it, Ocho, I can stomach losing if I think we're improving.
Yeah.
Listen to what I said now. I can stomach losing if I think we're improving. when you look at the Buffs and you look at it objectively, the D-line isn't better. The O-line isn't better. They don't run the ball better. They don't pressure the quarterback better. They got two highly skilled players, the quarterback and the wide receiver. But I don't care how great your quarterback is. If I beat him up,
yes, sir,
I can neutralize it. And then I can throw on everybody else. I mean, just like time. I ain't got to prove how tough I am to try to throw at Travis Hunter. I can just go pick on everybody else.
Damn.
But that's the thing with coaching. That's why I never want to be a coach, Ocho, because I don't get to directly control what happens. I do the best job I can of coaching the players and letting them know, okay, this is what we expect going to happen. But at the end of the day, once I get out there, it's out of my hands.
I don't like that, man. That's the part I don't like. Is that you could listen. Think about the time you put in. Think about the hours. Think about all the film study that they put in. All the work throughout the week, preparing for Nebraska, breaking film down, having the music blasting, the music that you're going to hear once you at their stadium, playing as you practice, so you're used to it. And then to go out there and all the work, all the time, all the film you put in, and the results don't show up. Like as a coach, that would bother me, which is why I also couldn't coach. But nah, man,
that's tough, man. Hell, being a leader on the team and having to coach mofos up, and that's really not my job to make sure when guys come in and out of the huddle, Ocho. My first, hey, you know what you got? Because if you hot now. But not with one, with two. So, I'm making sure, hey, I'm telling John, even though I know he knows, I'm going to remind him, hey, 7, I'm your check down, I'm your hot. And sometimes he's asking, where's my I got you. Normally, because I was always closest to him, more times than not, I was going to be the hot guy. But I also knew, was it going to take one? Or if he had empty protection, all it takes is one to make us hot. If we got a back in the backfield, it's going to take 2 because TD can take one, and the other we're hot off the other one. But it's I never wanted to coach. I understand people that do want to get in coaching. Time has always wanted to coach. Even when he first got out of the league, he was coaching his sons. We went to the Hall of Fame. He brought a boatload of kids up to play in tournaments. But that wasn't my thing. That's his thing. But he'll get it turned around. Ocho, number 5, Notre Dame, suffered a shocking loss. Nobody's surprised because Notre Dame does this all the time. They lost to Northern Illinois, 16-14 in South Bend after missing a 62-yard field goal on the last play. It's the first time NIU has beaten a top 10 team in school history. Notre Dame paid Northern Illinois $1.4 million to come kick their ass. Oh, okay, check this out. Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman loses for the 3rd time as a massive favorite. He lost. They were favored by 28 points today. They lost 16-14. In 2022, they were favored by 16 over Stanford. They lost 16-14. In same year, 2022, they was favored by 20 over Marshall. They lost 26-21. After Notre Dame quarterback Riley threw an interception with 5:55 left, they were leading 14-13. NIU drove 31 yards in 11 plays, got a 35-yard field goal from Cannon Woodill to take a lead with 31 seconds. The loss comes after 1 week. Remember, they went on the road, went to Allen Field at Texas A&M, won 23-13. We looked at the schedule, Ocho. Remember, they only had like 2 or 3 road games. I mean, true road games. Everything else was kind of like neutral site, or they played in South Bend. Everything was really set up perfect for them, and they gagged so early in the season.
Do you think, I think most of these losses too, if you think about it, I'm not sure. Most of these losses where they were favored to win by whatever the score was,
they were favored by 28.
I mean, this week, I'm talking about in 2020. I mean, the previous years. I think it was. I think they were at the beginning of the season too. if I'm not mistaken. I think they were all of them were at the beginning of the season. And do you think because it's only week 2 for collegiate football, it has anything to do with anything? Like offense, listen, defenses are going to be ahead of the curve because all they have to do is read and react.
Mm-hmm.
All they have to do is read and react. As far as offenses, it take them maybe week 3, maybe the week 3 to week 4 to find their rhythm as an offense. Do you believe in that at all, or not really?
That could be Ocho, but I had to learn a hard way,
Yes,
very simple philosophy. Respect everyone,
No one.
underestimate no one, and you'll be fine. You look at, oh man, that's Northern Illinois. Man, they ain't got no business on the field with us.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing you know, we're in the fourth quarter, and it's a 1-point game. Well, now, Ocho, ain't going to help you because they believe they can beat your ass. See, what you do is that you're killing that with a sledgehammer. You go out, you jump on them 28-0 in the first quarter. You give them no hope. They're like, man, well, at least we got our budget taken care of. We got paid 1.4 to come take this ass whipping. Now, you let a team, the later they go into the
confidence
game,
they get.
the more confidence they're going to get, Ocho.
Yeah.
Just like a cowboy. If that bull ain't bucked his ass off in the first spin, he going to get confidence. He believe he can ride him. He believe he can stay on him the whole 8 seconds. Well, you hadn't gotten rid of him through the first 3 quarters. Now you midway through the fourth quarter, Ocho, and it's a nip-tuck ball game. A field goal here or a touchdown there, and they can win. Right. They're not going anywhere. They're gonna play above probably what they could have. But man, Ocho, this is a horrible loss. You can't have losses
this
like
early
this,
in the
man.
season. And do you think you think a loss this early would affect them when it comes playoff time, or no?
Oh hell yeah! Now you do have 12 teams,
so they'll get in. They'll still get in. Even because there were so many one-loss teams that made it that got in last year.
Yeah, but now you got to
run the gauntlet. You got to run the whole gauntlet. Yep.
And you still got those teams in the SEC. It's going to be tough. 12 teams, it's a lot different. This probably would have doomed them had it just been the 4-team situation. But because you got 12, there's still an outside chance they can get in, Ocho. You can run the table. But I think the thing is now is that when you lose to this, your aura of invincibility, Ocho. Teams believe they can beat you. Because now they say, hey, Northern Illinois went in there and beat them. Now you got to play your best game every single week because people believe they can beat your ass.
I mean,
sometimes
you can't have even though you can't have losses like this, sometimes it's a good wake-up call. Not even for the coach, for the players. Because I know the coach didn't underestimate their opponent. I'm sure they prepared the same way they prepared last week. Sometimes the players might play down to your competition, to their competition.
You do.
It happens, and I'm sure it's a good wake up call for them.
Of course.
So they know they got to get their shit together next week.
Yeah, you do. You sometimes you have to learn the hard way, Ocho. Sometimes you don't realize you have to bump your own head to realize it hurt. Somebody tell him, man, I walked into that wall.
You never know until you do
it. Man,
you never know until you do it.
Then you got to pump. Now you got to pump not on your head. And so now you understand what it feels like. Ocho, number 3 Texas goes on the road for the second year in a row, beat a top 10 team. Very tough place to play. They rolled Michigan 31-12. Texas is 2-0 all time against Michigan. Quinn Ewers, 24-36, 246, 3 touchdowns. Now you see why you go ahead and get that contract.
Wait a minute. See, this is not fair. This is what's not fair. This is what's not fair. What's the head coach at Michigan? That's Mr. Wright. This is not fair for Mr. Wright. You think about Michigan, right?
Jerome Moore. My bad.
This is what's not fair about the Michigan thing. For one, he's not under contract, right? Right? He's not under contract.
Yeah.
He has no money coming in. Not only that, I think about Michigan being number 10, ranked number 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the ranking is based on what they did last year, not what they have now, as far as kids, players.
Yeah.
So many kids are gone and have left. or which are the reason for them being number 10. So it's like it almost puts him as a, I call him an interim coach because you ain't getting paid. And I think that's another reason why they didn't pay him. Maybe he's not the one they want for the job because they know the team is not the same, and they know that they're probably not going.
That's why you get your money.
Yeah, and now it makes sense to me too, Unc. Now it makes sense to me why they hadn't come to terms with a deal yet, because they knew that the team wasn't going to be as good, and he's not the guy they wanted for the job. I think that's the game they planned.
Look, I think the thing is that they feel obligated because while Jim Harbaugh was facing some suspensions, he felt as the interim, he was the offensive coordinator. He did a great job. Blah blah blah. X, Y, and Z.
Look how good it is to go. Understand when Harbaugh was gone and he fills in as an interim coach. You know how easy it is to fill in when everything is already put together. When all the players are there on offense, when all the players are there on defense. It's really easy for it to look good. But when all those players leave and now you starting over from scratch, this is what you get. That's why they ain't give him a deal. And they knew that. They playing a game. And I didn't notice the game until today.
Oh, you thought that's normal that people get coaching jobs and don't get paid?
Now, hey, listen, I see the play. I see what they're doing. Whoever the athletic director is, I see what you're doing.
Texas got a stick. When you go on the road in consecutive years, you go to Alabama and Tuscaloosa, and you win, and you go on the road in the big house, and you bust that. You know what? I mean, this game wasn't even close. I mean, 31-12, like 31-12. No, no. This game wasn't close. Texas did a number on them.
Hey, Texas is good. Hey,
Texas showing they belong. Hey, the SEC, welcome.
They D-line.
Oh
man, I don't know them boys.
Didn't he transfer from Ohio State? He transferred from Ohio State, just like McCord, the guy at Syracuse. He transferred from Ohio State. But that just goes to show you the talent that they had at Ohio State. Because remember the wide receiver Jameson. Jameson Williams. He transferred.
Wait, he was there first?
He was at Ohio State. Yes. With Olave and Garrett Wilson and
too many. They got so much talent, man.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. Yeah. Joe Burrow. He was at Ohio State.
Wait, Joe was at Ohio State first. So you
yes.
So you think they have favoritism? You think it's favoritism for who they want to start when you have that much talent at one school? So why did Joe leave? Who was in front of Joe?
Shit, everybody. To be honest with you, Joe, I be an Ocho. Yeah, everybody. I mean, you think about it. Jameson Williams, he left. He's the first round. He's a top 10 pick. But look at Olave. Look at Garrett Wilson, Jackson Smith, and Jigba.
Listen, that might be receiving you.
And what you call him? And then what you call him came like the next year, Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's crazy. All of them at the same time. They just play.
Yes.
You know what that reminds me of? Ain't nothing but the Hurricanes of the 90s, Florida State of the 90s.
Yeah.
The Florida Gators of the 90s. They plug in receiver after receiver because everybody was staying home. All the talent stayed home.
Remember those running backs? Alabama had those running backs. You remember they had Derrick Henry, and they had what's the guy? What's the guy at New Orleans who transferred
at the same time?
Alvin Kamara. He transferred. Yes, Derrick Henry. All those guys, because there was just Mark Ingram, and then you had Eddie Lacy, and then you had this one, and you had that
Trent
one.
Richardson?
Yes.
Remember Trent Richardson?
Yes,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes, you got to go. Same thing with the wide receivers. Look at the wide receivers they have. They go Julio, and then they go Amari, and then they go Ridley, and then they go Judy, and they go Ruggs, and they go Waddle, and they go Devontae Smith.
Nasty work.
Yes, and the guy that he went to Houston.
Oh yeah,
Mechie.
yeah. John.
Yes,
He nice.
Yes.
He's nice.
So Yeah, but Texas did a number on Michigan. They did a number on Michigan. Texas looked like the real deal, man. I mean, two teams I can honestly say look like the real deal. Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia got to stink, man. Georgia ain't Kirby got the
Georgia
boys.
gonna be like that for a while now. Georgia's finna be like that for a while because now where you think everybody want to go? Where you think everybody want to go?
Yep. And the thing is, hey, you got to get out of there because there ain't no guarantee you're gonna be the starter. You go over there to my You be on the bench.
Yeah.
You got to get up out, Ocho. You got to get up out of there because if there's greater competition when you go to a Georgia, you go to an Alabama, you go to a Miami, and you play a skill position. Because think about what's behind you. Julio got Amari behind him, and Amari had Ridley behind him. And then you got Judy, you got Ruggs, you got Waddle, you got Devontae Smith, you got Mechie, you got Jameson Williams.
Matter of fact, think about
picks,
this.
Ocho.
Now, that's a testament to how good young Bull is that's at Alabama right now. That's only 17. The true freshman.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a senior in high school.
How you a freshman and you at Alabama, you starting and you cutting up like that right away?
Yeah.
You got to be special. You got to be special where you don't have to wait your turn. Man, I'm sad about that Michigan whole, just everything going on right now, because I see what the athletic program or the athletic director is doing to young Bull, to Mr. Moore. I see it. It's coming at some point. Another loss, maybe two more, because they know they can't compete because all the players are gone. They're gonna try to find him. They're gonna get him up out of there.
After Kyle McCord threw for 354 yards and 4 touchdowns in week 1 and a win over Ohio, Syracuse head coach Fran Brown said he planned to send a bottle of champagne to Ohio State's Ryan Day for allowing McCord to hit the transfer portal. Today, McCord threw for 381 yards, 4 touchdowns, in an upset win over number 23 Georgia Tech. McCord is the first ACC quarterback to throw for 350 yards and 4 scores in consecutive games since Kenny Pickett did it in 3 straight games for Pitt in 2021. McCord was widely cast as the fall guy of Ohio State's inability to beat Michigan last season, and the Buckeyes moved to Kansas State transfer Will Howard. They pay good money to get Will Howard too.
You know the numbers? I just want to know the numbers.
Well, they say that Ohio State got a $20 million roster.
Hold on. You really think they got a $20 million roster, or people just throwing that number out there?
Well, the going rate for a top quarterback is somewhere, but they say between 800 and 1.2 million. That's for a quarterback. Receivers garner somewhere between 400 and 800,000.
What?
Yep.
Well, can you imagine being 16, 17, getting 8, 4, 8, 8? And you show them numbers ain't exaggerated, huh?
I'm the only guy. When I went to one of those D1 schools, Ocho, we in the projects for 1 month. After that,
let's go.
Granny,
we out of there,
up out of there. We out of there. Ain't no more buying the sausages. Ain't no potted meat. Ain't no more soggy ass cornflakes. Oh, we eating good, Granny.
1,000 for a receiver.
Yeah.
Man,
I mean, it was reported that got excess of a couple of $1 million. Addison
Jordan,
when he left Pitt. You remember he was the Biletnikoff Award winner.
Pitt, right?
He leaves Pitt and goes to USC. So you know it took a number to pry him away.
That's crazy when you think about it. Because I'm thinking about me being that young, getting that kind of money. I mean, even though I did make it to the league, but I'm just saying, as a freshman.
Yeah, you ain't had that money at 17, 18.
Man, I can't. And I was still open up Cracker Jack boxes, man. Excited about the prize I'm finna get out of there.
All I know is Granny ain't got nothing to worry about.
Definitely. Did you have whoa, wait a minute. Did you have that same mindset when you were that young, though?
Oh yeah. My whole thing, Ocho, only thing I ever thought about, get Granny out of that.
But most kids don't think like that when they're that young. You know that. So you
yeah. It's amazing what going to the bathroom and 10 degrees outside.
Out there in the woods.
It's amazing.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. When it's 100 degrees and the mosquitoes like
okay, but see, that's different because circumstance. Because of circumstance, it makes you think a different way if you got some money.
As you were here laughing. You got to take, Raid out there, try to put a cloud around you so the mosquitoes don't come tear you up. Yeah, man. Man, they have you fried, Ocho. Man. If you from the South, y'all know what I'm talking about. We got them mosquitoes, they call them gallon dipper because they drink a gallon of blood. They hit you, they get a gallon of blood.
Just think about that, man. Could you imagine being at age 17, 18, you didn't, going to college, going to Alabama, going to a Georgia, and being so good that they're willing to pay you $700,000-800,000 before you even sniff the NFL.
Shiloh making $4 or $5 million.
I know about that. Yeah.
Arch Manning was on the bench. He did $3.5 million. He the backup.
He making $3.5 already. He didn't even touch the field.
Yes, that was last year. $3.5 again this year. Yes.
I mean, he gonna hear Quinn Eric.
Ocho, you promising top recruits, top 5 guys that's coming out of high school at a position. Oh, they're probably getting somewhere between $500,000 and $1 million out the top. That's at the minimum. So that's me.
All the money is coming from the boosters, specific boosters. So how do they?
Yes.
I understand paying them, but how do they get the money back? How do they?
Who? They write it off because the guy, you got to pay taxes on that money.
Okay. Yeah,
ain't no free money. You need to. The first thing you do, if you go get that kind of money, you need to go get you an accountant, so you don't get yourself jammed up, because you don't keep all that $1.5 million.
No.
All these free. Oh, you can come here and eat free and all that stuff. No. Hey, they writing that off. You better make sure. So, Ocho, Alabama survives USF 42-16 sloppy game with 20 combined penalties, left much to be desired. But Jalen Milroe, 4 touchdowns, 2 passing, 2 rushing, paced Alabama. Alabama advances to 2-0 and travels to Wisconsin next week for its first road game of the season. Milroe, 15 of 25, 184, 2 touchdowns. They were sloppy. They turned the ball over 3 times. Fumbled a couple of times close into the in the red zone, which made the game a lot closer. But then they stepped on the gas. Yeah, they stepped on the gas late in the fourth quarter and then raced away. They scored a touchdown and made it 21-13. I think USF kicked the field goal to make it 21-16 and then touchdown.
Listen, playing down to your competition again, making mistakes, sloppy football. Again, it's early in the season. We watched 4 NFL teams play so far. We watched the Chiefs.
Yep.
We watched the Ravens. We watched the Packers and the Eagles. And when we watched the Eagles game and the Packers, how did it look that first quarter? Sloppy.
Yeah.
Sloppy. Yeah. So imagine collegiate kids on how they gonna look if the NFL can't even get it right. And they've been doing it for the longest. And you're supposed to be the 1%, the best of the best. That's why I say I think by the time you get to week 3, you get to week 3, you get to week 4. I think offenses then will be in a groove. There'll be a certain rhythm. There'll be a certain beat you march into where everybody's in sync.
Yeah, it's tough, Ocho, because the guys are not really playing a whole lot in preseason games.
That makes it worse.
So it's really hard to tell. And I get it. Oh, yeah, you know what? We get some great work in scrimmage and teams coming over and doing dual practices. It ain't the same, guys. It's not. And I don't mean to be no bearer of bad news. I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade, but it's just not. It's not the same as a guy that's have done it. Normally, because what we would do, we would have a joint practice, and then we end up playing that team in the game. You know what I'm saying? We would play. So, say we play in the Cardinals that Saturday. The Cardinals were coming in, so we practiced Wednesday, Thursday, then we play Saturday. So that's kind of what teams are doing now. Even though we go overseas, international games, we'd have joint practice. We go against the 49ers, 9-on-7. We do one-on-ones, do all that stuff. It's not the one-on-one is different because we seeing these guys guys have never seen us before. So it's, hey, so it's all geared up and
Right.
you want to make them look bad. They trying to make you look bad because, they watching Ocho. They see it. Their wide receivers go against our DBs. We watching our DBs go against them, go against them. So I'm definitely trying to cook.
Yeah, most definitely.
I look down there. Oh, damn, they got that guy good. Oh, I'm about to tear somebody's ass up. Oh, I ain't lying. I'm about to tear somebody's ass up. Come on to get this. Because, I'm doing both. I'm playing wide receiver and I'm getting a tight end. Really wasn't no fun for me because they couldn't guard me in no tight end position. So I spent most of my reps out wide. But you're not getting that work in game-like situations. Nothing prepares you for the game.
Yeah.
Like the game.
It's so funny. I don't think people understand that as much as you practice, no matter how much you practice, when you get into the game, it's completely different. It's completely different. You can run 2 plays, 3 plays. You run all day in practice. You get in the game, you run 2, 3 plays, you're exhausted. There's something wrong.
To the sideline, I'm going.
I never understood it, and I still don't understand it to this day. Why? I don't know if it's the adrenaline, the pressure of actually it being live. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, that because I don't know how you do it, but Ocho, when I ran around, I didn't breathe.
No,
because I'm like,
right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and listen. Because
all that, come man, you ain't. I mean, you like, because think about when you run, you
not
not breathing.
You sure not.
Talk about breathe, son. No, hell, I wish I could.
In a game,
breathe.
I was so nervous before kickoff. I had butterflies in my stomach. Even when I went in the huddle, first series of the game, until I touched the ball, not until I touched the ball did I relax. It gave me a sense of calm. Touching the ball gave me a sense of calm and confidence like I never had before, which is weird. I did all that talking throughout the week with the media, and I'm nervous as hell inside because I ain't had no choice but to back it up.
Oh yeah. Well, you got to be. I mean, you're gonna be nervous. So absolutely. I mean, I think when you stop getting nervous, it's
time to go.
Time for you to leave.
Yeah.
Because I don't care how comfortable I was and how good I became.
Yeah.
I still got nervous. I still got anxious. Like, whoo, man. But like you said, once I caught that first one, once I get that, we thud up.
You good.
You're like, okay. Yeah. And now I know what type of game it's gonna be. They biting today, Ocho. They biting today. Oh yeah, they biting. Okay.
Yeah.
I got me a fish over here. I just got to make sure I get him to the boat. I can't let him off the hook. I was like, hey, come, hey, John, I got a fish over here. Now, come on, don't let him get away. But man, there's those Miami. They kept it rolling, Ocho.
Hold on now. Come on now. That don't count. That don't count. That don't count. Listen, my FAMU, we got 700,000 to come play this game. Now, what we did do is we counted up that little 700,000. Now we're gonna hold on. We're gonna listen to me now. We're gonna take a little break. And we're going to give Alabama State, Alabama A&M. We're going to give Alabama A&M. We're going to give them what they're looking for week after next. So what UM did to us, that's okay. That's okay. We're going to be all right. We're going to study. We're going to watch this tape, and we're going to add the 24-hour rule to it. It's out the window. And it's on to the next. But appreciate that money though.
HBCUs.
Yes, sir.
HBCUs. When these big Power 5 schools ask you to come, don't y'all take less than $1 million. And y'all make them pay for y'all travel. Yeah. Northern Illinois got $1.4 million to travel to South Bend, Indiana. How far is that trip? How far is Northern Illinois from South Bend?
Illinois.
They be paying these schools, and Ocho, by the time I pay for travel, and they guess what? They always require you to bring the band.
Oh, the band ain't even go. Nah, the band ain't go. It's right down the street.
They normally require.
Matter of fact, you know what? Maybe it was only 700,000 because Tallahassee is right down the street. That ain't nothing but a hip and a scot.
Nah, I need a meal. I need a meal.
Right.
At least a meal. They got it.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Private institution. They got it. Big time.
They got it. I ain't coming less than a meal, and you gonna play for my travel. Cause hell, Ocho, by the time if I bring all them players up, charter a flight, that's $200,000.
Yeah.
So now guess how much did I get? I go to the hotel, Ocho,
Put everybody up.
Put them up for a night. That's another $50,000.
You probably walk away with 4 and some change.
Yeah, nah. I need to walk away. I need to walk away with $700 to $1 million. I'm paying. Guess what? Because I'm paying for the whole damn near the athletic budget.
Right.
Budget gonna come out of that.
Because
that's what you do, don't you? That's what you're doing. You trying to supplement your athletic program with that ass whipping that you know you're gonna take. So that's what I'm telling. Because I remember, I think Savannah State, they played Miami. I think they played Oklahoma State. Got beat like 84-0 or something for like $400,000. I said, oh hell no. Nah.
84 points.
84.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, FAMU. We good.
Iowa State beats Iowa. Kirk Ferentz returned from his 1-game suspension to much fanfare and also 50 cents. Man. They wish the Hawkeyes welcomed their coach back, jumping out to a 19-7 lead midway through the third quarter. But the Cyclones found a way late mojo thanks to a 75-yard TD pass from Rocco Beck to Jalen Noel. And then a 54-yard game-winning field goal with just 6 seconds to go. After losing 6 straight in the series, Iowa State has now won 2 of the past 3 meetings in Iowa. Yeah, they played Ames. Ohio State plays in Ames. Iowa City is where Iowa plays.
Why would you know what? I'm confused. It's only week 2. Why is Iowa and Iowa State playing this early? Shouldn't this be like a game for the last game of the season?
Yeah, you talking about
your
like
rival?
Those,
that's not their rival.
State. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe that's not their main rival.
Yeah, Iowa State, absolutely.
Right.
It'd be like Georgia Tech.
I'm curious. Why would you be playing? Why would they be playing in week 2 as opposed to saving it?
Don't start me the line.
That's weird.
Don't start me the line, Ocho. But all I know is what you call them. Got that Iowa State feel good. They went to their rival and won a ball game after being down 19-7. Penn State avoids an upset against Bowling Green, winning 34-27. Bowling Green took a 24-20 lead well into the third quarter before Penn State finally found its footing. 2 key interceptions in the fourth quarter stopped Bowling Green. What you think, Ocho? I thought Penn State was in trouble.
Listen, I thought they were too. Connor Bazelak. I hope I'm saying his name right. Bowling Green quarterback. He had a decent game. If you take those interceptions away, I think Penn State loses that game. You take those two interceptions away, I think Penn State probably loses this game. And as good as Penn State is, or let me say, as good as Penn State was, they didn't look up to par today. Because when you think about a team like Penn State, you expect them to blow Bowling Green out the water. You expect them to blow them out the water, and that's again. I think it's because it's so early in the season, but that's really no excuse. They played down to the competition.
Hell yes, it's early in everybody's season. Ain't like you don't play. I only played. You don't play 8 games, and I played 2. Hell, everybody only played 2 games. Oklahoma State Cowboys wrangle up the Hogs in double overtime, 39-31. In Stillwater, the Razorback looked poised to actually win a road game, but the Cowboys reeled off 21 straight points to open the second half and finish off the come-from-behind win with Ollie Gordon's second touchdown in overtime.
How many overtime did they have?
Yeah,
I didn't get. I didn't get to see this game
because I think after the second overtime, you have to go for 2 points. No, you start going. It's 2. You just start going for 2 points. It started 2-point conversion then, right, Ash? I think that's how it goes. After the second overtime, Ocho, you just
Okay.
2-point
Oh,
conversions
okay.
from
Okay.
that
Okay.
point
Okay.
on.
Okay.
So it ain't no you just get one shot at a 2-point conversion. You get it, okay. The other team they get a shot at it.
Right.
If they miss it, you win. Because it used to be, you kept going. Because what was that? LSU and Texas A&M had like 7-8 overtimes. Jordan Love is expected to miss multiple weeks after suffering what is believed to be a sprained MCL during last night's season opening loss to the Eagles in Sao Paulo. Love will undergo further testing to confirm the diagnosis. The Packers' hope is somewhere between 3 to 4 week injury. Sources say typically MCLs do not require surgery. The Packers' home opener is a week from Sunday against the Indianapolis Colts. Malik Willis, who was acquired by the Packers in a trade from the Titans last week, took the final 2 snaps, an incompletion, and a sack. The other quarterback under contract on the Packers roster is Sean Clifford, last year's backup, who was released last month in the final cuts but re-signed to the practice squad.
That sucks. Woo! That actually sucks for Jordan Love. Let me see. Man. I mean, 6 weeks at best, 4 with technology. With technology today, I'm saying 3. I'm saying I think
it ought to. Everybody heals differently, Ocho. Everybody
that's the
heals
estimated time.
Could he possibly come back and have a brace on it? He could possibly get back. That 3 weeks. That's pushing it. All things being equal, I probably. What's their record?
Oh, okay.
That would determine if there's 3 or 4.
Right. That's a good one. I'm glad you said that. That's a good point. Good point.
So, man, I agree with you, Ocho. I mean, promising future guy played really well last year, first year starting, over 30 touchdowns, like 10 or 11 interceptions, played really good, played himself into a great contract, looked like he's the quarterback of the future. The one thing we know about the Packers is that you look at since 92, they've only had 3 starting quarterbacks.
That's it. Very, very fortunate. Now imagine if other teams, if other franchises were that fortunate.
Guys are good, great, durable. Because that's the thing, is durability. To be able to take that kind of punishment, and then obviously it's still a physical game. Now let's not take that. I'm not going to say it's not a physical game, but they've taken a lot of the physicality out of it. The way you can punish the quarterback. You see what they do, how they modified the kickoff rules. So a lot of the physicality is trying to get legislated out of the ball game. And I understand. I don't want people to think I don't understand why. Billion-dollar lawsuits tend to, your appetite for jacked up and knockout blows, it kind of dissipates a little bit, Ocho. But I hope Jordan Love a speedy recovery, man, because the Packers are going to need him.
Jordan Love, I know you're going to see this. I got something for you. I got a home remedy. Heal you right on up real quick, boy. Shoot, make it 2 weeks.
The Eagles' Jalen Carter revealed that he's been receiving very hateful DMs following his tackle that led to Jordan Love getting an injury. Ocho, what do you want to say to the Packer fans?
Let's be classy, baby. Let's be classy. Let's be classy. It's
they tackle. You know they tackle in football, right, Ocho?
Yeah. But I mean, listen, you as players, we also can't allow that stuff to get to us. Can't let it get to us. Especially, listen, you do that to somebody's franchise quarterback, you're gonna get some backlash, you're gonna get some hate. And sometimes some of the words they're gonna use are gonna be words that you don't like. You're gonna think the R word. You know how they gonna do you. Yeah. Sticks and stones may break my bones. But words don't. Fuck them.
The Brown game doesn't start until tomorrow, but as of the morning, the fans are already tailgating. Is this the Dog Pound? Is the Dog Pound the most hardcore fans?
Most hardcore? Yeah, the Bills would probably be the most hardcore. Hell, they might have been tailgating all this week.
Yeah, for sure. But the Browns, at least the Bills have had a lot to celebrate. With Josh Allen. Man, the Browns, even when the Browns were losing, the Browns were terrible. Didn't matter. You get there early in the morning.
They showed up.
They got their brown on. They got their dog mask. They out there.
Win or lose.
Win or lose. I commend fans that are able to do that. That's not what I am. I'm fair weather. When it's fair, I'm there. Hey, and I'm not talking about just the weather. I'm talking about when y'all win, I'm there. And when the weather is nice, I'm there. I ain't sitting in no cold. I'm not sitting in no 100 degree. Nope. No, I can't do it. Definitely can't sit. Like to be a fan in Green
November,
Bay,
December.
Chicago?
Man, listen. Green Bay in December, boy, you really got to love football, boy. You really got to love football.
No, you got to love the Packers. Damn football. You ain't playing. I love football to go out there. Right. No, you love the Packers. You love the Bears. You love the Broncos. Or you love the Chiefs.
What?
Teams that play in that Pittsburgh,
Cincinnati,
Baltimore. You love that. The Patriots. Or New York, you are a true fan. If you go sit your ass out there in that cold and it's 10, 15 whip, man, I got nothing but love for fans.
That's a lot.
I got nothing but love for them, Ocho, because I know who ain't going to do it.
You ain't going to be at.
It got to be my brother. Now, if I got
a
family,
you're going to be out there.
You know, my brother playing? Yeah, I go for my brother. If I like Bucket or Burns playing one of my homeboys, yes. But to watch people I don't even know, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. But I commit, the fans, you got to love it. When they say they love it,
they mean it now.
They really
mean
do.
it. They ain't playing.
Yeah, that's family to them. Yeah, the Browns, hey, like I said, I played, I've been going to Municipal Stadium? I think they played in Municipal. When they tore it down before they got what they got now. It was a dump. But them fans, they were out there, Ocho. They were out there. And I was like, man, phew. So who you think has the most hardcore fans?
Hardcore? Probably Buffalo. Yeah.
Bills Mafia, they don't play. And they're generous.
Oh, anytime man, another team, something happened to a play on another team, no matter what the cause, if it's a cause and if it's something good, oh boy, they gonna get you right. They gonna get you right.
Yep. Yeah. I got the Bills. They do it right. You ever played in Buffalo?
I played in Buffalo once. Eric Moles was there. Eric Moles and Peerless Price was there. And the second time I played there, I forgot who. I think might have been Stevie Johnson. Stevie Johnson might have been there, if I'm not mistaken. And then I played.
Did y'all go to Toronto?
No. I ain't going nowhere. When I went on the road, and I grabbed my food, I do my little dinner, and I'm right back at the hotel, ready for team meeting. Yeah, I ain't never do that.
Me too.
I ain't going nowhere.
That's where you learn, like, nah,
right.
I can't do this.
What's in Toronto? It's nice. Now hold on. I remember I played with the Alouettes now 1 year in Montreal. I went to Toronto and that
ain't Toronto. That's on the other side.
We went to play Toronto, and still
you should know what's up there.
I did the same thing. We got in, went to the hotel, got me some McDonald's, went right back in. I ain't do nothing. Now I hear stuff about Toronto. But you know better than me. I see the look you gave me, so I'm assuming. So is Toronto like Houston? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, whoa, hold on, Ocho. You don't do that now. You saying something very near to my heart. I gotta pray, Lord, that I'm asking for forgiveness.
I'm just saying.
Ocho, don't you bring up? Don't mention.
I saw the look you gave me. You gave me the look, and you tilted down your glasses to let me know, like, all right.
Oh, I mean, Toronto night, Toronto. Toronto nice now.
So are we talking the equivalent to Houston? That's what I'm trying to say.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm just checking.
No.
I'm just checking.
Hey, but I tell you what, back in the early 90s, Prince used to have a couple of clubs, Glam Slam, and I think First Avenue.
Wait, Prince?
Prince, and he was in there. And they were in there. They were in there. O'Shea was in there.
You was in there?
You bought it. I'm buying it.
You was in there?
Huh? Oh, you know what I'm saying, Ocho? Hey,
right,
I had to repent. I've done some repenting. I've asked the Lord to forgive me.
I couldn't imagine partying with Prince. I know that's a time there, boy.
I wasn't partying with him, but he was in there. And hey, Ocho, there been some times I had hit that Jimmy Swagger.
Right.
Father, I've seen him. You know what I'm saying? I had to ask him for forgiveness. Oh, Minnesota kept is one of the great secrets. Don't sleep on it.
Minnesota? Like that?
Like you said, Ocho, I'm a changed man.
I'm with you when you're right.
But boy, they had 6 foot like Jessica Rabbit. Mm-hmm. And I was Elmer Fudd. I was hot on the trail. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? That wascally wabbit.
Hold on. Oh, we got to lock back in. Okay, lock back in.
Okay. Brandon Cooks had a lot to get off his chest about the Dak haters. Ocho, let's take a listen to what he had to say.
I mean, it's blasphemy. It's unbelievable. I mean, the guy shows up every year in and year out, putting up numbers, leading his team. He can't do it all by himself, right? A lot of those great quarterbacks that I've been with, Tom and Drew, they don't get me wrong, won a lot of games, won a lot of Super Bowls, but they had a lot of help around them as well, right? And so us players around them also got to step up. And so when we hear that disrespect, I take that personally, and as his teammates, we should take that personally, because at the end of the day, somebody got to be able to help him get over that hump so we can go win one.
I like that.
I like B. Cooks. I like what he had
to say. You
got
to protect your quarterback, but it's one key thing that he did say. Dak Prescott can't do it by himself. He needs his teammates to help him. And most of the time, what's been an issue, when they get to the playoffs, it seems like sometimes some people disappear. It seemed like some people disappear when it comes playoff time. I think,
But Ocho.
No, I was just gonna say, like, better play from the quarterback position in the playoffs where it matters more, where the pressure's on. Again, you understand times like that. This is a game of moments, and when those moments arise, you got to come to the party. You got to come to the party with a keg of beer.
But Dak's gonna have to play better.
Yeah,
in the playoffs. We can't look at the number. We just see people just want to look at Dak's numbers. You go look at Dak's numbers against Green Bay, they might be pretty good. But he got those numbers when they were down 28, when they're down 21, when they're down 17. I need to see those numbers in a nip-tuck ball game. I want to see those numbers when they played San Fran. Remember when they was Green Bay and Green Bay had them down, they were down 21-3, and they fought that rally. I mean, hold on. I'm like, come on now. I get it. See, a lot of times people just want to look at numbers. Man, look how many touchdowns he had. Look how many.
Right.
But when did they come? Because, Ocho, we've seen guys, in the game have 150 yards receiving. They done lost the game by 21. What the hell is 150 yard receiving? You lose by 21. So that tells me you got a lot of them yards in my book. They pay it off. They said, nothing
garbage
cheap,
time.
nothing deep. They gonna let you catch stuff, keep your butt in bounds, and keep the clock moving. Hell no. Give me a guy that got 80 yards and we win the ball game, as opposed to a guy that got 150 and we lose by 14, we lose by 21. Because I know how those yards came about. So all yards aren't created equal. Now, if a guy, it's a nip-tuck ball game, Ocho, and you got 200, you got 175, okay. But all of a sudden, you done lost by 21, and you out here talking about, man, I went off. Man, please. But I like what Brandon Cooks had to say. I like that he's supporting his quarterback. Yes, the guy look at quarterback, but the playoffs is about the quarterback, Ocho.
Always.
It really is. Now, especially when it comes to wins and Super Bowls. Now, if they like you, the men and women that vote, oh, he won this and he won that. They'll say, well, he didn't really have a good quarterback, and so look at his numbers if he'd had this. But if they don't, then they use that against you. Well, Super Bowl, that's really a team. It's a team sport. When they don't like you, or they don't want to get you in. It's an individual sport. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just keep it the same. We all play the same. He played with 11 on offense and had 11 on defense. Let's just keep it the same. But I do love what Brandon Cooks had to say. Stephon Diggs spoke about adjusting to life after Buffalo. Woo! Buffalo, Houston. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
I always believe in I'm where I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be there. My feet are right here. This is where I'm at. And I have like I was saying, like I don't talk bad about my old girlfriend and make my new girlfriend feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a good fit too. Some great people over there. But being here, this is where I am right now. This is where God placed me. And it's amazing people here. You know what I'm saying? As far as like it being a good fit, this is where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm placed. It is some great people here. I can't say there's a lot of Southern hospitality here, even on this team, even around the building. I'm just happy to be where I am.
Saying all the right things. I like that. I like that quote. I'm not gonna talk.
I love that.
I'm not gonna talk bad about my old girlfriend. Make my new girlfriend feel good. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. But I'm not sure what type of adjusting you got to do going from Buffalo to Houston. It's going to adjust itself. You ain't even got to do nothing.
Hey, cold weather. Yeah. You ain't outside no more. You think about it. You indoors. You indoors. You got 8 games at home. You indoors at Indy. You in Jacksonville, Tennessee. Now, you might get rain in both places. Maybe. You get Jacksonville early, probably not going to get in the rain. You could get some rain. But, yeah, I played much better in the hot than I did the cold. And I played much better in the dry than I did the wet. That's just me.
I like playing in the cold better.
Hell no. It's cold out there.
Oh, my dog Steph.
No. But I like what he had to say. I like I ain't got nothing bad to say about them. I'm here. I'm happy to be here. This is where I'm supposed to be. God doesn't make any mistakes. I enjoy my time in Buffalo. But now is my time here in Houston, and my job is to try to help them win as much as they possibly can, and hopefully we can get over the hump and get a Super Bowl. So I like what he had to. I like what he had to say. That's very professional, and
that's what you like to hear from your captain.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm excited. It's football. It's football tomorrow.
Ocho, we have some breaking news. Angel Reese is out for the year with a season-ending injury, she announced on her social media. What a year. I never could have imagined last bucket of my rookie season would be a 3. But maybe God's saying give them a taste of what they'll be seeing more of in year 2, LOL. Through it all, I've showed that I belong in this league, even though no one else believed. I'm not so sure about that. You're the 7th pick in the draft, Angel. I have ever wanted to come, dub, and make an impact. I can confidently say I have done and will strive to keep doing so. I'm filled with emotions right now, and I have a season-ending injury, but I'm filled with much gratitude for what's next. Although this is God's timing, not mine, I'm finally able to give myself a physical and mental break. God gives his hardest battle to his strongest soldiers. So you'll see me being the biggest cheerleader on the sideline and unrivaled league. See you soon.
What was it? What was the injury? Do you know?
She didn't disclose a wrist. If she's reporting it, they're reporting.
She probably needs surgery, huh? Probably it got to be dislocated, especially if it's season ending. Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up.
Yeah, I mean she played well. Angel, you were the 7th pick in the draft. It's hard to believe that nobody believed.
Wait, you know what? I think she more so talk about just the haters. There's always been people chirping, regardless to, Even when she was at LSU,
Oh
even
yeah,
though she was drafted 7th, and even still, people still chirping about anything they can find, anything they can talk about. They letting it rip. They letting it rip. Hold on, my phone just died. Let me get my charger.
yeah. I think she played well. I mean, averaged 13 points, 13 rebounds, double doubles. I think she got 20 plus double doubles. Had a couple of games where she had 20 back to back. Then had a 19 rebound game. Then had to throw another 20 rebound game in there. She was phenomenal. I always thought her game would translate, which is ability to rebound the basketball consistently because she wants the ball more than the opponent does, more than anybody else on the court does. That's why she's able to lead the league. She has the highest average for rebounding in a season. She had the most rebounds in a season. She's been phenomenal. I'm not surprised. But when you have a great skill set, it normally will translate. And her skill set is the ability to go get the basketball. Dennis Rodman had it. Charles Barkley had it. Both of those guys were. Charles was really undersized. He's the shortest guy to ever lead the NBA in rebounding. Dennis Rodman wasn't. He was 6'8", but he wasn't 6'7". But he wasn't overly muscular, wasn't overly big. But his desire
and
to
want
get that
want
basketball,
hungry.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I'm happy that she came in and did. I'm sure she proved a lot of people wrong that thought, But if you look at what she did at LSU, she had, I think she set the SEC record with the most consecutive double-doubles. And that's a conference that Asia Wilson played in. That's a conference that Sylvia Fowles played in. A conference that Simone Augustus played in. Aaliyah Boston. So it's not like it's, Candace Parker played in that. Who else played in that? Sonia Roundtree from Georgia. What's Catchings? Tamika Catchings played in the SEC. So there have been some big name players to play in there, and for her to have the most consecutive double doubles, I think she had the most double doubles in SEC history. I think that speaks volumes to the type of player that she is. So I'm happy. I'm happy for Angel that she was able to have an outstanding season. Sorry that it got cut short, but like she said, I know she'll be in the gym, in that lab, getting ready when she's able to work out. That wrist heals up and she'll be back. I wouldn't be surprised if she averaged 14, 15 rebounds next year. Because obviously she wants to win. She wants to win a championship. But I think now what they want to do is to make sure they position themselves to be on that Olympic team in 2028.
To a position, they gonna be there. They're gonna be there because they're not gonna digress. They're gonna continue to prove year to year. So I look forward to seeing them in LA and Miss Clark.
Now it's time, Ocho, for our last segment of the night. It's time for Q&A.
We got NFL football tomorrow.
Hey, what you mean tomorrow? We had it Thursday, Friday too.
And we got a full slate
of games, though. Yeah. All right, Mike said, whoever gets fired, I'm ready to replace them. Guys, no one got fired tonight. I like to watch the chat, Ocho, but for some whatever reason, the live video, it was playing back through my computer and I could hear it in my ear. So what we call reverberating in the business. And imagine you talking and I'm talking in your ear. Now, sometimes, we be in a segment and the producer might say, well, don't forget this point or blah, blah, blah. Shannon, you're up next, and so forth and so on. Stephen A, but throw to Stephen A. Stephen A want to come back at you or something. But to continuously hear it for an extended period of time, it gets to be annoying. And so that's why I threw my...
you were hot, though. You was hot. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Well, come on now. You was mad I was a little late. And then you got the reverberating in your ear.
Yeah.
So that just
yes.
That's...
Yeah, I was as they say, I was agitated slightly.
Hey, listen, I don't know if they were recording at that time, but somebody got to record that and post it when you got hot. God damn it.
Hey, it's us. Hey, y'all better not put no meme up there.
Hey, that was funny.
Y'all always doing
I
something.
think,
Y'all messy.
I
Internet,
think you
y'all
might not have
messy.
been on camera though. It was. Hey,
that was on camera.
That was. It's
camera.
funny now.
Hey, you know what, Ocho? Now that they say that, I think about it. I pull a Bill O'Reilly Inside Edition. You remember Bill?
I know Bill O'Reilly,
remember, but y'all remember Bill O'Reilly did the same thing. I'll do it myself. Yeah. I was, because I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. And so I'm looking at Jordan, Jordan looking at me like, boss out. I'm looking at Ash, and Ash is on the phone. She tried to get it worked out. But man, yeah. Look, and I my sister tells me this all the time. She's like, Shannon, things ain't gonna go perfect all the time. She says, Shannon, you want
need patience
all the time, and that's impossible.
You need patience.
I got no patience now.
Yeah, I got patience. Sometimes when you don't have patience.
Hold up, they already made a meme. They better, man. I better not be trending. I better not be trending, y'all. Y'all some suckers.
Wait, they got
y'all some suckers. Y'all better have me.
I ain't trending. I gotta see it. I gotta see. Let me go to Twitter real quick, cause boy,
man, y'all be on some.
Boy, you was hot,
Twitter.
Boy. That was funny. Damn, I don't see it yet.
And I don't see it. All I know is y'all better. Hey, I thought whatever happened, but in Nightcap, I thought that stayed with us. Y'all ain't family. Y'all be waiting to get something on me.
Damn, I don't see it yet.
Good.
Nah, I don't see it yet, but that was funny though.
Good. I don't want you to see it. I don't want you to see it either.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Let me stall him
out. Stall him out.
Yeah. Yeah, but I had a O'Reilly moment when he was trying to do. Oh yeah, there. Man, y'all done got me, man.
Wait, somebody found it?
People?
Who found it?
I thought Ash found it.
All right, now I want to.
Don't let Ash speak and put it up.
Hey, send it to me.
Hey. No.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's right here.
Look at that. Oh, there you go.
Hey, I'm using that as a meme. I'm finna post it right now. Oh, they got it good too. Some called Grindstone Universal.
Man, y'all need to go ahead. Kemper Norwood Jr., what up, Kemp? Unc said, Unc, I know it's early in the season, but will the Buffs make the playoffs? No. They're not making the playoffs, man. They're not good enough to make the playoffs. They're not finna run. They're not finna win 10, 11 games. No. DG, what's up, Unc? Ocho, question for Ocho. Ocho, I see Man 25, you've been even more influenced, especially in game mode Superstar Showdown. Can you tell us how that came about?
I think just being a part of Madden in general, as far as the position I'm in now that I'm done playing, is the fact that I've always been a huge gamer. And love and had a love and passion for the game itself. The people at EA know that. They understood my love and passion for the game and wanting to be a gamer, not so much a content creator, but just be a part of EA in general. So the position that I do hold at EA and being able to be integrated into the game in some way, in some format, has always been a dream of mine. And obviously, I do the ratings, the EA ratings for the players, during in season. And they did, the opportunity presented itself, and they came a knocking, and I answered the door. And listen, one of the best jobs, one of the best gigs, and I'm thankful to still be able to not be playing but still be a part of the game in some sense, even if it is Madden.
Yeah, I think you're perfect for the job. I can't think of anybody more perfect for
I appreciate
video
that.
games.
I appreciate that, huh? I appreciate that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you. Can't see this. Hey, Unc Ocho, can y'all wish my daughter Harmony, aka Harm Dog, happy birthday? She'll be 12 tomorrow. I want to take the clip and surprise her with it. Thank you so much. Huge fan of the show. Harmony, aka Harm Dog, happy 12th birthday. Your dad want to wish you a happy birthday. Unc Ocho, the crew at Nightcap, want to wish you a happy birthday also. So, hey, Brian, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the show. We greatly appreciate your support, your subscription, your like, your mention, all that stuff. So, from us to you and your daughter Harmony,
Harm Dog,
happy
12th birthday, Harm
Many more
Dog.
to come. Enjoy.
Twin.
Boss Lady, hey, shout out to Southern and Savannah State for football entertainment tonight. Love me some HBCU culture. What's y'all top 3 HBCUs? Mine's FAM, Bethune, and JSU. Of all time? Well, if all time, it's got to be Grambling, it's got to be Southern, it's got to be FAM.
Okay.
Maybe Jackson.
Okay.
It's close. But Grambling, when you talk about
all time,
like top,
Grambling
put them to 200 players in the NFL.
Yeah. I think in
Southern is another one that had a bunch of guys that go to the NFL.
I think for me, in context, when we talk about HBCUs, for those that don't know that are in the chat that are watching, I don't think they understand my love for music, my love for the band, my love for always wanting to be a drum major. Obviously, I played the saxophone, I played the piano growing up. Always wanted to go to FAMU and be a part of their band, but I couldn't. So when the question that's being asked, I always do it from a band perspective. My top 3 HBCUs. Obviously, FAMU's number 1. Obviously, and if I had to had to choose 2 after that, from a band perspective, I'm going probably Jackson State and Southern, or Southern and Jackson State. You know what? An honorable mention is Alcorn. Wait, they told me how to say it right. Yeah. Alcorn State. And it's just the band, and just I could talk about that all day. I know you don't want to hear that shit, but okay, but that's it. I'm gonna let it go.
Look here. Well, hell, I ain't leaving my alma mater.
First?
Savannah State.
They
hell,
first?
I went there. I don't care if they first. They're gonna be in my. She said top 3. So you can put anybody else you want to put in there. You want to put Grambling. You want to put Southern. You want to put Morehouse. You want to put Howard, Hampton, Norfolk State, Union. It don't matter. Savannah State number 1. So you know what? Savannah State, Grambling, Southern.
Damn. That's crazy.
Tigers always going to be. Dr. Frankie L. Beverly, when you turn into the Incredible Hulk, I get nervous. I put myself in timeout. I didn't even do anything. Now you know how my kids felt. Now you know why I didn't have to pull the bed out with my kids. Because when I got mad and I get that look. And Tennessee, you got Tennessee State, you got Southern, Texas Southern. Tennessee State got a bunch of players in the
NFL.
That went to the NFL. Yeah. They got Tennessee State had number 1 overall draft pick, the only one that's ever been number 1. Ed Tutall Jones. I think 747 Adams went to Tennessee State too.
747 who?
Back then, all the players, all the black college players, they had nicknames. That's where it comes from. Like Aaron McNair and Willie Satellite Totten and All World Rice, Big Hands Johnson, 747 Adams, Jefferson Street Joe Gilliam, the Lord's Prayer.
That was somebody's nickname?
That was the guy. His
the
name
Lord's
was
Prayer?
Yes, the Lord's Prayer.
But the boy has some funny names.
You go when I went to the black college, you go to the black college, and they always have the nicknames in parentheses. So it's funny seeing those guys. There are a lot of guys, that's the thing. You still call them those nicknames. Like, don't nobody call call him
Too
Ed
tall.
Jones. Everybody call
Yeah.
him Too Tall. Yeah. I've never heard anybody call him Ed. Even though I know that's his name, but everybody call him Too Tall. So, yeah, but Black College, everybody, for the most part, everybody had a nickname. Who we got? Glow the Stroll. Ocho, thank you for the picture in Houston. I had the red hat on after the show you made trading my vacation a few months back. Worth it. Glow, thank you for coming. Ocho, she said she wanted to thank you for taking a picture with her.
Glow, you welcome.
What do you want to say?
You know, I'm always for pictures. I'm not sure if you look at the picture, I'm not sure if my hair was done. But
and you had him sign that book, Glow. Don't think I don't remember.
You remember? You remember that? Yeah. You know,
I remember.
I'm all for pictures, even though I look funny. If you see me in public, always feel free, people. Always feel free.
Laney, Laney, you must be at the bar. Hold on. Wait, Laney, were you at the bar? You in the corner? You gotta hey guys, I'm at the bar tonight, so cheers to everyone, even though you guys probably never needed to use one. What's the best pickup line?
Pickup line.
Yeah, but I
don't want no problem.
I told you. I'm trying to think.
Walk up to her at the bar and be like,
yeah,
if I could change the alphabet.
What you gonna change it to, Ocho?
I put you and I first. That was corny, but hey.
I mean, I don't really. I mean, what I did, I just introduced myself. Hey, I'm Shannon. What's your name? But I told a story when I went. I had this girl when I first got to Denver, probably like my second year. Probably my second year. I walked up to this girl and she was fine. She was fine. Everybody gonna say, see, I told you like white girls. They told you. But she was white. So I walked up to her. I mean, she was fine.
Yeah,
when I say she was fine.
Yes, sir.
Fine. I'm talking about like dirty laundry in the
yes,
dorm
sir, like
room
that.
Stacked up.
Okay.
Like that. So I went over to her. I said, hey, I was talking to her, trying to get her. She seemed very reserved. I said, I want to take you out. She said, I ain't never dated a black guy before. I said, hell, I ain't either, but come on, give me your number. We both got something in common, but come on with it. Needless to say, she gave me the number. Right. Oh, Shay. Hey, little do y'all know, I was Steph Curry before Steph.
I like that. How did it go, though? What happened?
It went well.
Okay.
We kicked it.
Hold on. Do you still talk to this person after all these years, or are you lost communication?
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I know they see you doing well now. They trying to reach out to you.
You know what? Sometimes I wonder if they I think they remember me because I don't look any different. I still, everybody say I still look the same. I still got the same haircut. So really not a whole lot about me have changed other than I'm 30 plus years. I'm 30 plus years old. I got to Denver when I was 22. I just turned 22 and now I'm 56. So that was 34 years ago and a lot of years in between. But sometimes I wonder, I mean, look, I've seen people that I've dated on the internet. They're married, got kids and stuff like that. I was like, wow, that's really cool. But I always said, please don't mention me. Don't mention me. Because, he cool. No, he's not going to be cool. Because there's a natural comparison. There's a natural like, you was with him. Okay, what was he like? And
you only pick me because you couldn't get the person you actually want.
Right. Yeah. That's why for the most part, if you don't know who I've dated, I ain't gonna tell you. Because there ain't gonna be no comparison. I don't need you to try to, well, she ain't have this, and she ain't have that. She had what I like. You wasn't dating, I was. So why the hell do you care what she had? and what she didn't have. I liked her. You know, so you know how it is, Ocho. But
I like that line. What's up, baby? Lose that chicken dinner, come get with a winner. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
Well, but look, it used to be, when you young, Ocho, you see a badge, I was always respectful because I know how I would react
Right.
if I'm with a chick and a dude grabbing her to my baby. Come on now.
Don't do that.
Don't play.
Don't do that.
Don't play in my face. And that's what guys, hey, no, we're going to be respectful now. Now, if y'all see at the mall, if y'all go to another club and and he's not with her and y'all want to shoot y'all shot, well, come on, man. Come on. Man ain't going to let y'all just disrespect it. And why wouldn't you? See, I don't like, I've never been one, Ocho. I don't like people that prey on the weak. Oh, because you're in the NFL and the guy, he might not have what you have. You look at him, bro, you don't know what, do wet your ass up. And then what?
Yeah.
Let that go, bro. All these chicks in here. And you got to just have that one. You just want her because she with him and you trying to flex. Ain't that serious to me?
No, sir.
So, Miss E said, do you think Malik Neighbors is going to have a good rookie year? I think he'd have a better year if he had a better quarterback. But yes, I think he's going to have a good year.
He wanted them. He is one of them.
Oh, yeah. He got tremendous hand. He can high point the football. He's great in traffic. He can play through contact. He can run after the catch. He transitions really well in and out of breaks. Oh, yeah, Hey, absolutely. You need to stop talking about there's your gift. Stop it. You're going to have people going to search for it. Kenneth Johnson said, Unc Ocho, I'm a Jackson State grad. Would Jimmy Smith get inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Jimmy should have been in there a long time ago, man.
I thought Jimmy was unbelievable. You talk about could run route, could finish, could play through contact, another guy, high point. Oh, man.
Jimmy the real deal.
Your ass up, though. And, the Cowboys drafted Jimmy in the second round. But, I think he got into a wreck. He ended up having his appendix removed, and he never really panned out. Because think about it. It'd have been a great, just imagine him and Mike. He on one side once they got rid of Alvin Harper.
That would have been nasty, boy.
But, he went
and
down to Jacksonville.
And cut a fool. Him and Keenan and Mark Brunell.
Yep.
Fred
Taylor. At first, they had Natron. They had Natron Means.
Freddie T came in.
Freddie T came after Natron.
Freddie was a real deal, boy.
Casey Taylor, yo, Unc, I'm with Ocho, or do I have mine? Hold on. Yo, Unc, I'm with Ocho. I like feet or booty. I don't mind, but let's say you had a woman and you love her and she just took a shower and you had to choose feet or booty. God,
what you choosing?
Well, why don't you just say, Shannon, would you rather get run over by a Mack truck or a dump truck?
That's not a good comparison, huh?
Yeah, it is.
At some point. At some point, we gonna get you there. I understand you got to crawl before you walk, but at some point, depending on who you're dealing with and who you're dating, we gonna get you there.
Man, George, guess what this fool George say? Feet touch the floor. The booty does.
Like that. I need to write that down. I don't even have my pen and paper on me. I need to write that down. That's a good one.
Oh, man. Damn.
Feet touch the floor. That ass don't. I like that.
Ooh-wee. I guess I got to go with the feet.
All right. There you go. Don't worry about it.
Have mercy.
We gonna get you there.
Nah. Yeah, I'm like you, man. I ain't gotta choose. No, I ain't choosing.
Too late. That's not part of the question.
Hey. You're gonna have to be like the military. They're gonna have to draft me because I ain't signing up. OJ, they gotta draft me, Ocho.
You might listen.
And I'm
even if
I'm
they
going
do
to
draft
Canada.
you, better pull a Ali.
I'm going to Canada. Yeah, this gets my religion. Them feet ain't done nothing to me.
What? you see, you don't understand, man.
Hey, hello. Oh, they got the emoji. They got the feet emoji.
That's feet.
Yeah, you see that V?
Why
Yeah,
they look
got
red
the feet
like
together.
that?
That's the soles of people's feet. Your feet black. I mean, you been
that's
stepping on
red
charcoal?
though. Like that looks completely red unless something wrong with my screen.
Something wrong with your screen. I mean, see, your feet, your feet, you got some ugly feet though, Ocho. So
no, boy, listen, boy, I get me a manicure, pedicure every Friday, man. Ain't nothing wrong with these feet.
my feet, I got pretty feet.
Says who? Says you.
Everybody. Yeah,
my feet cool too. Hey, don't put them feet in this camera, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. Why you tripping, man? You good. You good. You good.
Look at that. Look at the toes.
Nah, I ain't trying to see your toes, man.
I stepped right there. I jumped in the back of a pickup truck and jumped on the nail. So that's why I got that cut there. That's why I got that cut in the bottom of my foot. I jumped in the back of a truck and a piece of wood was sticking up and had a nail in it. And I was like,
man, you shot at.
So you know what? I'm gonna get somebody to get on my toes, kiss my, suck my toes.
Yeah. I like that. Nice like this.
Yeah. Look at Ocho. Ocho, I ain't joining your club. You a member of one.
No, listen. It's a whole community of us. Oh, it's a whole community, it's a whole community of us. I'm telling you.
You know how I said the community used to raise kids? That community ain't raised me.
Hey, you know what?
I'm boycotting.
No child left behind. You were the child we left behind.
Yeah, that's okay. I ain't bad.
There's always time to catch up, though.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I take your word for it, Ocho. Yeah. I take your word for it. Hey, man, y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all don't tweet that
I'm finna use that. I'm gonna use it every time somebody say something to me. Every time somebody say something crazy, I'm finna use it. I'm finna screen record that, save it. I'm gonna use it tomorrow.
Bad Ocho, you bad. Hold on, Ocho.
Yeah,
we are.
See, you snapped on me at the beginning of the show too, so I'm definitely using that. Hey, Chad, he snapped on me at the beginning of the show, huh? I had to take that one on the chin.
David, y'all be waiting to get me on anything.
That was good. I'm glad you ain't got no patience because you could create some more meme. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show up late tomorrow too.
Nah.
Oh.
No. All right, guys, that concludes our show for tonight. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, the route runner extraordinaire, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the legendary Pro Bowler, All-Pro from Liberty City. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Do us a favor. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and please make sure you hit that like button. And guys, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Every subscriber counts, and we greatly appreciate your support thus far. Make sure you check out Shea by Le Portier. If we don't have it in a city or a state near you, we're probably coming. But in the meantime, you can order it from our e-commerce site, and we'll ship it directly to your door. Please go follow my media company page on all platforms. That's Shea Media, excuse me, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Tour t-shirts and hat dropped earlier this week. There are two versions of the tees. The tour version, There's the one version with the tour version of the dates on the back with Ocho and I face on the front. And then there's just the plain Ocho and I on the front with no tour dates on the back. The one with the dates on the back is $42. The one, the print only, no tour dates on the back, is $38. If you use the VIP code, you'll get an additional 10% off. So again, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. Colorado loses tonight 28-10. Notre Dame lost at home to Northern Illinois. Anybody who else we talked about? Angel Reese is done for the season, what is believed to be a wrist injury. We wish her a speedy recovery. Texas goes to Michigan, thumps them 31-12. Syracuse upset Georgia Tech 31-28. And 38-28. Iowa State beats Iowa. Penn State beats Bowling Green. Oklahoma State beat Arkansas 39-31. Jordan Love seems to have a sprained MCL. They'll do an MRI to further confirm the diagnosis. But I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We'll see you back tomorrow after the full slate of Sunday's games. Thank you for joining us. Sorry for the inconvenience, the technical difficulties, and Ocho being late. But
I ain't got
thank you for your support, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bengals winning tomorrow.
Tell Unc I need my restitution.